Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're brand new to the channel, my name is Scott and this is the Scott Aromatico Fragrance Channel. The brand new release is here, the much anticipated release from the world of Zaharoff. That's right, Signature Leather TABAC. Could this possibly be the best new release yet from the world of Zaharoff? Want to find out? Stay tuned. Like I said, welcome back. Today we're going to be reviewing the brand new release called Signature TABAC. Now, could this possibly be the best new release? I don't know, guys. That's going to be a hard one to top. With so many amazing releases already from the world of Zaharoff, the first fragrance I ever got into when I started this fragrance journey over 2 years ago was their very first release, Signature Pour Homme, and that's this lavender masterpiece right here, one of the most versatile, luxurious, opulent fragrances on the market. This lavender fragrance is absolutely amazing, and I didn't think that this fragrance could ever be beat until that is Zaharoff in partnership with Claudeur, because Claudeur is the master perfumer behind so many of these fragrances. I never thought that Signature Pour Homme could be beat until Signature Rosé. And guys, let's face it, you know, I was stuck in that stigma where I never thought a rose fragrance would work on a man, and this is one of the most amazing rose fragrances on the planet, on the market, and it is nuclear, and a lot of you love those beast mode fragrances, so you're going to want to listen to this review. But this was another masterpiece. And then George, with his foresight and his knowledge and his genius, thought to do partnership with some fragrance influencers, and he called it the Z Creators, and I didn't think that this fragrance could be beat. This is one of the most gorgeous, gourmand, boozy fragrances on the market, the Siren, absolutely amazing. And now we have the brand new release, and I'm going to tell you at the end if this is hype worthy, if this is the best fragrance so far released by the world of Zaharoff. But let's go ahead and get into the presentation. All right, so of course your fragrance comes very quickly after you order it, comes safe and secure in a box, and then when you open it you get this amazing little card right here from Zaharoff, little poster on the back. For those of you who care about such things, I do. I love the attention to detail. And then you have all the signature releases ever released along with the notes. And then your well wishes, autograph, which is a nice touch by the man himself, George Zaharoff, one of the most amazing men in the fragrance community. Not many owners are this accessible in the fragrance community, and that is what's so amazing about the world of Zaharoff. Now, here is the box. Absolutely amazing, right? You've got the tobacco leaf, you've got the leather tanning right there, you got this beautiful leather box, leather TABAC right there. Got the big boy, the 4 fluid ounces. And then on the back, you've got the man himself, George Zaharoff, tanning the leather with the tobacco leaf drying, along with some pertinent information on the side. But once again, the attention to detail is absolutely amazing, and I love the leather vibe going on with the box. Here is the fragrance with that raised plating, leather plating, which is absolutely amazing. You've got the tobacco leaf on this side, you've got the leather tanning right there, then leather TABAC. Of course, you've got the Zaharoff logo, cool little Zaharoff logo right there. You've got the Zaharoff lions holding the shield. Some information on the bottom. And then the cap inside, I think it's a cool touch. I don't know if you guys can see that, but you've got the Z in there. Probably can't see it all that well, but you get the idea. And then, of course, the satisfying feeling of that cap snapping in place, which locks it right. I wouldn't recommend doing this, but it does lock it in place. So very, very cool. And then you guys can see the color of the juice, how deep and rich and thick this juice is. But how does it smell, Scott Aromatico? How does it perform? Let's go ahead and get into that. So I'm just going to say right out of the gate, okay? I know a lot of you are performance junkies, are performance whores, if you will. Folks, I only need to spray this one time on my wrist. If you make the mistake of spraying this 2 to 3 times, I'm filling up the room. I'm choking everybody out of the room. So be rest assured, be excited. The price is well worth it because this fragrance does perform, and we'll talk a little bit about that as I finish the review. But let's go ahead and spray it one time. I've already worn this several times since I got it just to see how it performs, how it works with my skin, and how much I like it. Let's go ahead and spray it. Okay, spoiler, let's just go ahead and let the cat out of the bag. This is a game-changing fragrance. This is one of the best releases from the world, just when I didn't think they could change it. If I had 11 fingers, I'd show you 11 fingers. you know, because this is a perfect 11. Those other fragrances are perfect 10s, they're masterpieces, but this is just one step above a masterpiece. Absolutely amazing in every way. Why? Because this smells fantastic. It is so amazing, unlike anything I've ever smelled. There's a lot of leather tobacco fragrances. There's a lot of tobacco fragrances. In fact, you have George Zaharoff's own tobacco fragrance, which I just mentioned as a masterpiece, but these smell nothing alike. They're not redundant to own. In some ways, this is a flanker, but they're not redundant. They're both worth having separately, and they both do different things. But this fragrance right here is on another level. When you first smell this fragrance, you're going to get instantly hit with a little bit of sweetness, coming from the plum, a little bit of sweetness coming from the vanilla bean and the honey. That just works so good. But then what really takes over is this like nuclear effect of the spices. Just the spices in here coming from the black pepper and maybe a little bit of spiciness coming from the cumin, but just absolutely amazing. That's what I like about it, is how the sweetness plays with the spiciness. And then when that cumin seed takes over, it just leaves you with this like dirty, sensual, you know, almost taboo-like scent. It is so amazing. There's a little bit of aromaticness coming from the rosemary and sage, but it is so good. This fragrance smells so naughty. And then you get that leather. There's so much leather coming from the birch tar, the suede accord, the leather accord, and it's just, you know, when you move in a leather jacket, or ladies maybe wear leather pants, or men, you know, and you hear it squeak and it crack, you can almost smell that leather just cracking and squeaking, and it just smells so amazing and so naughty and so animalistic and sensual. Man, it's amazing. That leather smacks you in the face, but not in a pungent way, not in a bad way. And I just, you know, ladies, you can wear this fragrance, okay? Anybody can wear any fragrance that you want to, but this thing leans so freaking masculine because it's got that rosemary and that sage, and both of those notes kind of lean very masculine. And then, you know, leather in and of itself can be a little bit masculine. But as this starts to dry down, along with that musky, almost like dirty cumin, you really get that nice, almost wet, earthy, just smooth tobacco. It is so amazing. All these notes just work in harmony. It's very resinous with the myrrh and the frankincense. It's a little bit smoky, and this fragrance is so powerful. It jumps right off your skin instantaneously, so do not overspray. I repeat, do not overspray. This thing is nuclear. You can almost hear the sirens, the air raid sirens. It's that nuclear. This is so powerful. It is going to fill up the room. You're going to smell this on your clothes for days, and it is not going to come off until you wash it off. I'll repeat, it is not going to come off until you wash it off. Now, that's my experience on skin. Mileage may vary for everybody, okay? But I think everybody's going to pretty much get the same vibe, is that this is going to be nuclear on your skin. But not only is it going to be nuclear, it's going to smell amazing. It just really, really works. Here are the notes for Zaharoff's signature leather tobacco. This fragrance was made by master perfumer Allure. It is a 22% parfum concentrate. In the top, we have an aromatic masculine rosemary and sage, spicy pepper, star anise, and sweet plum. In the heart, or the mid, we have birch tar, cumin seed, which adds a slightly musky, sexy, sweaty vibe, rose otto, myrrh, and a moist tobacco earthy scent. In the base, we have suede accord, sweet honey, religious frankincense, oud, leather accord, patchouli, praline, and sweet vanilla bean. I get about 12 plus hours on my skin. This thing performs more than an arm's length. The scent bubble is absolutely huge, just gigantic. You're going to leave a scent trail everywhere you go. And you know, when you first spray it, it might come out strong, but let it develop. Give it some time to develop, and just sit back, relax, and this fragrance is going to take you for a ride. It smells so good. And as it starts to dry down and develop, and you get into that honey and the praline and the rich depthness of the oud, people are going to notice you, and they're really going to want to know, what in the heck are you wearing and where can they get it? And of course, you tell them where to go. You tell them to go to Zaharoff, because this fragrance is absolutely amazing. It's a 10 out of 10. It's awesome. It's one of my favorite fragrances. Now, I'm always going to love Signature Pour Homme because it's the first niche fragrance I ever bought. It's the first time I ever had any interaction with George. So that one has a special place in my heart. But I would have to say that this one is one of the best fragrance releases in a very long time and one of the best leather scents I've ever got my nose on. It is that good. No bullcrap, no BS. This thing is amazing, and you guys love your nuclear beast mode fragrances. This one does not disappoint, okay? So guys, this fragrance is absolutely amazing. It does everything you want it to do. It's spicy, it's sweet, it's extremely leathery. It almost has that taboo fetish leather vibe going on, very naughty, very triple X vibe, kind of a vibe going on. It's just so amazing. It's a gorgeous tobacco fragrance, very masculine and very high in performance. So there you have it. Those are my thoughts on the brand new Zaharoff Leather Tobacco. It's absolutely amazing, and I recommend everybody go out and sample it. Don't take my word for it. Just take it for a grain of salt, because you guys know how I feel about George. I love George. So if you think I'm being biased or not telling the truth in any way, which I am, just go ahead and get you a sample. Just go to the website. They make it easy, and go ahead and get you a sample and see for yourself what you think about this fragrance. I think you're going to absolutely love it. So there you have it. Those are my thoughts. I'd love to hear from you down in the comments below. What is your favorite Zaharoff fragrance release? And for those of you who have never gotten your nose on a Zaharoff fragrance, first of all, what are you waiting on? But if you haven't, go ahead and tell me what your favorite leather tobacco scent is or favorite leather scent is of all time. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. All right. If you love this video, which I know you did, go ahead and leave me a thumbs up. It'll really help the video, help the algorithm. I love to have you be a part of my fragrance family, and it doesn't cost you a thing. Just hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notifications to the side so it'll notify you every time I do a video. Hope wherever you are in this great big world, you are at peace and happiness, and I'll see you next time. This is Scott Aromatico, out.